Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. And let's take a look at a couple of things we got cooking here. And for the cues, although yesterday was fairly ugly, which we should now come to expect, because why? Because I was on the airplane, so plane trade. All we did is really just come down to the 8 EMA and bounce. We did get a little resistance here at 95.03, but we'll see if Yellen can keep pushing the buttons and push us higher. And for stocks here that I like, I mean, the main thing is when we came down yesterday at the 21 EMA, we sent out a text alert. It's like, hey, we got a lot of key stocks here that are slamming into key support and key resistance. And so we just kind of set up some small trades here. This was a text alert on Tesla, the 210-205 put spread. Sold that for like 78 cents, and man, just huge bounce there. And what's nice about this is when you're selling a put spread is that you can actually, it's not as scary as buying a call, because when you're buying a call, it's like, oh, what if it keeps going down? But this was obviously an out-of-the-money put spread, so that worked out fairly well there. I also continue to like Apple here. So on Apple, we've got some debit spreads and took advantage of that weakness to add to some positions there on Apple. And let's see, oh, silver. So that's not the right symbol for silver. I really like SLV here. This is a longer term trade. You can see the October 18 calls at 240. We're just a little bit above that now, but I'm still looking for SLV to continue moving higher. And then a few other trades we got going on. So Netflix, the original trade here was selling the 445, 440 put spread. And of course you can see we're breaching that. So what we've done is we've sold a lot of call spreads to bring in some additional premium to offset that, as well as this, in this case in Iron Condor, the 460, 465, and then the 435, 430, really to offset this loss. But the bonus is that if we can actually close above 445 this week, then we keep it all. So I call this, when that happens and you're defending it, and it's on the right stock like this, where you're getting hammered, but it's a very steep uptrend. It's like having an 11 and the dealer shows a 6, and you just double down, you know, your maximum stop. And in a perfect world, you know, it rallies back up above that point you sold it, which was already one standard deviation below anyway, and you get to keep everything. And one of my favorite stocks here is Zillow. I just really like that. Now the weekly squeeze here has kind of run out of momentum, but so I'm not planning on it making new highs, but we put in a hard bottom here, nice volume. And what I'm looking for here is just a basic Fibonacci retrace. And if we look at that here, so if we go from here to here, and we look at that, what I normally look at is a 618 retracement, and that would take us to $138. And that $138 level also lines up with this downward trend line. If we can actually get through that downward trend line, it'll actually have a fairly explosive move. But at this point, I'm fine just to move to here. So it's a great place to sell puts below. And then I'm willing to go a little bit directional. Say you buy 2 contracts, and if you get here, take off half, and then see if this thing can go higher. So on the options that I'm buying, I'm going out to next week and doing the July monthlies, and the options that I'm selling, I'm doing this week and next week. All right, so that's what I like there. So I think Thursday, Friday will be very interesting. We'll be hot and heavy in the trading room and sending out text alerts for everybody that are members, and I'll keep you guys posted on these trades. Have a good night. We'll see you at the next update.